Hey everybody, and welcome back to Writing Automation Scripts. Today we're going to be on Zillow, and we're just going to scrape some property listings. And I'll show you how I would do it. Today I don't really think we're going to write it in code because there's a trick with this website and some other websites. So this is Zillow, and I just want to get this data. So there's a couple things that you could do. How I would do this, very first thing, is I would open up the DevTools by pushing F12, and I would go to this network tab. Then refresh the page, and we're going to view all these network requests that come in. 9 times out of 10, we're only going to care about the fetch ones. Actually, I would say basically 10 times out of 10. We only care about fetch. So I come through here, and we're going to look up, do any of these look like it has property data on it? Okay, and it does actually look like it has property data. It's right here. So this is how I would do it. So here it looks like we got some user stuff, map, region, all this. Whoops, get rid of this. Whoops, I'm confused here. Okay, and so here's our map results. And it looks like here's all the data we're looking for, right? So it has the street address, the zip code, city, state, all this stuff. And then you can see here's the request that we made. It has all this stuff, wants, map bounds, all this stuff. And yeah, so that is basically how I would do it. So all you really need to do is make this network request and you'll get that data. And so you could copy all this stuff, but Automize also has this built in. So I'll just come here, network. It's this one, right? And this was actually a put request, which is funny. I also have it set on JavaScript. We'll just try this out. I don't really expect this to work because Zillow probably really doesn't want you to do this. I want the JSON output, and then we have to do request body. And we'll just see. I think the header should be set because I'm doing this in the browser. So now if I do this fetch request, yeah, it looks like it does not work. Probably because it's missing a header. We can come here, we can look at these headers. I don't know, we can just set them all on there and see what happens. Okay, actually, so it looked like that was in fact the case. My guess is it needs this cookie value here. And then how do you get that? It's tricky, right? So I'm thinking this might not be the best method. You could, there's a couple ways of doing it. You could intercept the request, steal the cookie from it, and then put it in here, but I really wouldn't worry too much about that. But this will give you your result you're looking for, right? So where was it? Category 1, search results, and then here they are, right? So you can see all these homes are right here. There's 500 of them, and then you could just do whatever you want with this. In fact, honestly, what I would do is just copy the object, and then let's see, does it have everything? Yeah, and then I would just, I don't know, paste this in a document, and then just use all these homes just like that. So well, you wouldn't have to do all that work. You could just go to the network tab. And then you could just copy this response like this and put this in my document because I think there's probably 500 in this map results anyways. So that's one way of doing it, is just straight ripping it off the network tab, which works, I don't know, maybe half the time. Another thing you can do is what I like to do is check. So grab an element. So let's just say, let's do this one. And you can do right click, and this is just in the regular elements panel. You can right click, you can click store as a global variable. Okay, so what did that do? Well, if you head over to your console tab, you can see it put this in here. This was not here previously. So it says temp1, and then it prints out like this element right here. So if I type in temp1, okay, we can see there it is. So temp1 is equal to this element. Great. This is the trick. So you can do temp1 dot. Now you can look for these React internal instances, okay? So I can grab that. Then this is when I just kind of use my eyeballs and I just click through all this stuff and I go, what I'm looking for the data. Okay, so let's see. Does any of this say data? Not really. Props also means data. Just that's something just to memorize. Okay, looks like it's not in there. And so then I would just kind of dig through here and looking for the data. I will be right back. I'm gonna keep digging, and when I come back, I'll have our answer. Okay, so I'm back. That took maybe 2 to 3 minutes. But what I've actually found, I dug through this stuff. It looks like it was on the parent element. So I had to do, so I'll show that. So if you type in temp1.parent element, you get this div. If we go to the elements tab, we can see this is the one that we had. This is temp1. The parent is this div right here. Okay, so I did that. And then, we checked that React internal instance. Then I dug through here. Okay, let's say pending props, children, props, result. Okay, and there's all that data again. And so you could just grab this straight off the website. So in here I could do pending props dot children dot what was it? Props dot result. Hit enter, bang. There's all of your data right there. And then you could use Automize or do whatever you want to loop through basically this UL, get each one of these divs, and then do the exact same thing to get the data that way. I guess I can just show that. So here I would just come to Automize, the Elements tab. We can close this, clear this. So click here, right? Nope. Looks like we're probably gonna have to refresh. So we come here, and then we want these divs. So let's see. Let's click on this. Okay, this is not good. No. Okay, we'll just do it by hand then. So we probably want this, and that's gonna be inside of here. We want the fifth one, I guess. Okay. Maybe we want this. 18 others. Okay, that's fine. We get the first unordered list, and then we want the list element, and then we want this div, which is the first div. Okay, which is a bit confusing, but we want this. So I'm going to copy this selector. Now, if we come back here, we can see, okay, there's the first one. The second div would be this, right? So we do one. Oh, no, looks like that's not what we want this. All right. Query selector all div 1, 2. Okay, I think we did this wrong. Let's go back to Automize and see here. So we would want, oh, right. This is the 0th li. Okay, right. So now that's the one I was missing. Okay. So you get this ugly selector, but this is going to be what we want. No? Why is this not the case? Query selector all. This one, right? And if you get the first one, oh, interesting. That's not what we want. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to dig around and I'll show you what I come up with. Okay, so we changed it up a little bit. I'm actually doing just direct children on here. So if you see here, we got that first one. Here's the second. The third, now that's an add. So we'll keep that in mind. And then here we go. And we're looping through these divs. Okay, so then from here, we can just do the rest of this, right? So we would have the parent, or wait, this is the parent, right? That div, and then just underscore. Now, how do we get the rest of this, right? Because these like random dollar signs won't work for all of them, right? So if I try doing this on the which is this? Do we just happen to be on the right one? Oh, I guess it does work. Okay, perfect, even easier. And then so here would be this first one, and if we want, this other one, there's this one, which would be 10 East Street. Let's just check here. Yeah, and that's a different address. Yeah, and I could just loop through here. If you wanted, you could do, let's say I wanted the array from these. Then you could do something like, well, I would do like just a simple map function. I'll type that out. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is a little confusing. I'll try to explain it. What I did was I wrapped our children in this array from, so that we can iterate through it. Then I map, so I'm going to take each one of those children, and we're going to do this function to it. So this function is just what we had before. We do this, so I'm defining some variable e. For every e, this is just exactly what we had before, and I added some question marks as some of these are like adds, so they're blank. So when I run this, you can see here all our results, and you can see there's a lot of undefined ones down here. So here are these. See, there's that data. So why are they undefined? Well, it's because Zillow doesn't load them in at all immediately. You have to scroll through. So if I scroll down here, so you can see these are all undefined. If we scroll down, you see these are empty, and boom, there they are. Now when I run this again, we can see there's way more on here. If I scroll all the way to the bottom, right, we did this, you can see here they all are. It looks like maybe I missed some in the middle. Let's see, these guys. Okay, those 4, it looked like. We run this again, and now they're all filled in. And this must have been the only ad. So yeah, and then there you go. You could put this in an eval or something, and then this would get you all of them once you scroll to the bottom of the page. But like I said before, I would probably end up just using network and getting it that way. So there's a couple ways of doing it. You just have to remember, try all your different tools in the toolbox. Whichever one works easiest, that's probably the one I would go with. So thanks for watching. Again, if you have any feature requests for Automize, leave those in the comments. Any video ideas, leave them in the comments, or just any comments. You can leave those in the comments. I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.